Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We're taking a quick look here again at Avalanche, seeing what's going on. It actually did a lot of what we were hoping it would do. It swept that level of liquidity at $22 very hard, very fast. Even contrary to the success of other coins. In other words, Bitcoin was slowly progressing upwards, but this coin just took off quick, filled that fair value gap and that previous liquidity level. So let's go ahead and take a look at that, and I'll be excited to see what this looks like here. So quickly to note, congrats to our community members. Phenomenal trades here. We got some really nice Avalanche scalps, 13%, ETH 14, AVAX 30, another AVAX trade 22%, ETH 13, and then I think we just took some nice profits on a long from Matic at 22%, and Solana as well as Litecoin. Okay, so again, cool stuff there. Congrats to those guys. And then of course for our premium members, our swing trades, we got a nice 24-25% from Dogecoin in roughly 36 hours. So awesome stuff there. If you have swing trades open through my premium group, please note that we are really close on a lot of trades to hitting our targets there. So going to see some profits this week, and I'm confident of that. But again, Bitcoin is high. Bitcoin dominance is increasing. We could see some alts take a little bit of profit and price pull back. This could be one of those. But anyways, let's take a look and see kind of what that looks like and see if this is going to maintain its price or if it's going to continue lower or higher. I'm sorry. I hate to laugh, but man, you shorts got it coming on that one. Jeez, look at that. Concentration, 21.62. That's what a short squeeze looks like. Pushing through all that liquidation. I don't know why folks were trying to short when we had to retest this level at $21.50 multiple times. You keep retesting specific key level Fibonacci retracement levels, they're going to break through eventually, right? Especially when Bitcoin is on an ascending channel right now. If you're not watching my Bitcoin videos daily, you got to make sure to do that. Because understanding kind of how things are working with that coin, specifically the backend data that we look at, is really important. But to take this, to any kind of takeaway we would have right now is that that level's been swept, and there's a slightly larger concentration at $20 even, or $20.30 rather, that we could very well see hit next. Because there's very few folks are shorting. There's a few late shorts, of course, which might be realistic at this point, but I still don't think it's advantageous to consider shorting Avalanche at this point. Specifically, a lot of other altcoins too. There's just some really strong coins right now that I keep covering. Majority of those are top 10 coins, and they're doing fantastic. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the daily. Oh, really quick, before we continue on, do me a favor, hit the like button down below. Just do it. It really doesn't hurt you at all. Helps me tremendously, and obviously the channel, just to be able to get these videos in front of more people. Okay. Again, YouTube kind of sucks the way that they algorithm the algorithm just kind of blows, at least for my videos, and I greatly appreciate your help. That would really help grow the channel and again get us in front of more people. But here's the thing I want to talk about: the 20-day SMA. We discussed this yesterday, that the 20-day SMA is a very important indication of letting us know we're on the right side of the tracks on the daily. So until we continue to, or as we continue to trade above that, we're generally bullish. Okay, inverse applies as well. Once we go below that, we would potentially become bearish, but it's just kind of an indication of letting us know that we got to pay closer attention is all. It really doesn't imply that we're breaking bearish at all. But take a look at this here. We got our second stochastic RSI convergence, and if you've seen my videos, watch my videos, you'll know I'm a firm believer in that being a very strong catalyst. So that is a very good thing here for stochastic RSI, kind of letting us know that. We do see money flow index coming down, but that's just generally the common denominator when you see the RSI tapering off after such a strong increase. Money flow index is going to come down by default. Okay. Again, that's a 14-day lag. So as you can see, the last 14 days, the prices generally come back. All right. So again, I'm not concerned with that. I do want to see the 4-hour time frame. This is where it can be, I guess, a little more concerning if it tapers off significantly. So taking a look here at the RSI on the 4-hour, we do have our second divergence on stochastic, implying that we could see a pullback. We rejected off 70 in the RSI, and money flow is coming down. These are all bearish signs, and I don't want you to read into that though. A bearish sign on the 4-hour just strictly implies that we could consolidate and that's it, right? But when you have an increase like we just saw, strong short squeeze, sweeping those upper levels of liquidity, it's common for prices to pull back anyways, right? So this is very common, very standard, not really a massive concern. We do have a fair value gap right here between 21.50 and 22 even. So seeing the price action pull back to that level to retest these most recent highs would make perfect sense. Okay? So to me, I'm going to consider setting an alert there at about 21.50, see if I might be able to consider a trade at that point. Okay. Again, those are just little things I look for. I'm going to reevaluate the time, not going to just jump blindly in at 21.50 because I said I set an alert, but it is something to kind of be mindful of. Okay. And keep in mind, fair value gaps they get partially filled all the time and or never get filled. There's a larger probability it will get filled eventually, but not necessarily right now. However, we see a few things here telling us that we're starting to diverge a little bit. We're also losing momentum to the upside here, standard stuff, of course, but we are not by any stretch diverging on the MACD. So that's not a bad thing either. These are all just standard par for the course situations. Okay? Now we're 5 hours in this, or sorry, 20 hours in this continuation here effectively. We could very well see another 16 hours of continuation to the upside. We take a look at the Ichimoku cloud on the hourly. This is the last thing I kind of want to summarize here with. Just kind of let you know where we're at in the overall sense here, okay? Because again, we're not in bad shape whatsoever. We're actually in very good shape. We just got to recognize that if the price doesn't go higher in the next 6 to 12 hours, then our window of opportunity would be closing and we'd want to consider taking profits, okay? And to me, taking profits comes in multiple forms, but it all depends on your risk tolerance. My risk tolerance is more so taking somewhere between 65 to 80% profit on my target 1, letting the rest ride for targets 2 through 5. Okay, so if you've seen my structure of my trades at all, I always have multiple profit targets. I have multiple entries too in a lot of cases as well because I like to make sure to average my price into it. Again, these are all based on key level Fibonacci retracement levels, but what I'm getting at here is we have strong amount of momentum. The cloud is averaging itself out of this previous resistance level. It's what, if I'm not mistaken, it was a 0.5 Fibonacci. Yep, that is correct. 0.5 Fibonacci basically telling us that we have a strong amount of support at 21.75. So the price does pull back. It would make the most sense for the price to come down here and to continue higher. Okay? That's generally what we're looking at here. But once more, green lights to leave your long position open. Do not short into this coin just because it feels overextended. While it is, it's really not to. Okay? Again, I like to look for reasons not to take trades instead of the other way around. I try not to convince myself that I should take this trade. I try to convince myself it's not worth taking a trade. And right now, I would say that it's not worth taking a trade right now in either direction, just because we have good momentum to the upside. If you didn't get in, I wouldn't say it's too late, but it's too late for my personal liking, right? We already have a long position open with Avalanche anyways. We've already hit our first target on it, and I think we're going to hit our second and third, but I'm still not willing to jump in right now at this point. It does feel like we're a bit on the overextended side, and the price could pull back to this lower fib here at 0.5. So to me, an entry closer to this level, in fact, I'll just go ahead and adjust this a little higher. I'll be notified if the price crosses over that level at 2180. It's a nice round number. 2180 would be a decent entry consideration for long if we get there. Okay. All right, folks, that's all we got there. Do me a favor and make sure you like the video. Please, please, please do yourself a favor and join the best exchange in the world. Nice, healthy benefit rewards if you use my link to register. No KYC, no VPN, trailing stop losses, multiple profit targets, phenomenal exchange. The best exchange I've ever used, and honestly, I use a lot. Okay, so trust me on this. Bitunix is phenomenal. Be sure to check them out if you haven't already. We will have trading competition soon once we get enough volume. We're already halfway there. All right, folks, thanks again for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next one. Take care.